And we are off. What's going on YouTube and Twitch? It's Filthy. So today it's going to be episode 1 of the Hardcore Wizard. So this is completely fresh character, so no cube, no nothing. And yeah, we're just going to get started. So I think each episode's going to be probably 2 or 3 hours. So we'll just have to see how it goes. Now we've got 2 challenge rift bags, so that's handy. So pop one of these now just for the resources. We can buy some stuff from this guy. But yeah, I'll always make sure that we've got the, like in the pinned comments, I'll make sure we've got the next episode, just so that if you want to come and do a bit of chatting live, then that will be an option. But I'm hoping we've got chat superimposed on the screen, so if people do happen to come by Twitch and stick us some comments, then we can just go through them. So we can spend the shards on the blood races, so that is a wonderful start. So we're going to swap over and try and go for Leorix, which we've got, so that is GG's, that's pretty good. We're going to just leave them in the stash. And we're going to train up Hadrig, might as well do that. And salvage. Now the second challenge rift bag is a little bit of a cheat, it's going to help us out a bit. But let's go kill something cool. Oh, I'll tell you what I've forgotten. Wings and a pet. Always forget this. So I'll take this guy, he looks pretty gross. And wings, we'll go for the new ones, the free ones that everyone's got. So there we go. So just gonna keep it on normal for the moment. We'll go kill Cool. We're gonna get the little goodie bag from him. And then hopefully speaking after that, we'll go get the cube. So I'm hoping we don't die. Oh, there we go. Easy peasy. Super easy. So that's just to get that extra gear. So we've already upgraded a couple of these bits already, so that's quite good. Life regen. I think we like the life regen better. So now we'll go get the cube. That seems like a good thing to do. We can do our wand upgrade and see what we get. Fingers crossed it's something absolutely baller. And the rest of the shards we're going to save for... What are we going to save it for? Etch Sigil. That's the puppy. So the start probably is the most nerve-wracking time because we're pretty squishy, but we'll do what we can. And I think it's fairly random where the cube is, but we should find it. We kind of want to ignore stuff. We don't want to. We're probably powerful at the moment because we've picked up some gear pieces from the vendor, so we kind of don't really want to level too quickly. Get out of my way. But yeah, just leave it on normal till we get the cube, and then I might leave it on normal for a while because obviously don't want to brick the character. But I think yesterday when I was talking about it on stream, chat was saying like level 28 I'll probably die, so if we can get past that, then you know we've got to be fairly happy. Yeah, level 4 already, easy guys, easy. Maybe I shouldn't have taken that. Yeah, sometimes it spawns over here, sometimes it spawns over the other side, I think. So it might be the wrong way. We might have to double back on ourselves. That's why it's important to do this on normal, because these mobs, once you start getting to like level 7, 8, can start to overpower you. Hey Els, how you doing? Yeah, I thought it's best if I'm going to try and upload this to YouTube, so we'll have chat on screen. So I don't know if people prefer that or not, but have I still got numlock? No, we don't want numlock on. There you go, Frost Nova. We can freeze stuff now. But yeah, back the other way. I can't remember, does it always spawn up there? I'm sure it spawns on the left sometimes. Reading it makes no difference because on the screen that I'm playing I can't see it, so I still have to look over here. So I've got a big chat box on my screen to my left, but in theory I can look at the game screen, so yeah, probably doesn't help me out too much, but I think it allows, I know some people have said that they just like watching So maybe it means they can put it in full screen mode. They can still see the chat, even if they don't want to chat themselves. So I don't know. We'll keep going. We'll keep going with it. We'll see what people prefer on the stream and stuff. And maybe after we've uploaded the first episode to YouTube, then maybe some people might want to come over and have a little watchy. Particularly after I've ripped my character, which I'm sure will be a painful experience, but we're on normal. We've got some gear. We'll be fine for a few levels. What's this? Don't think we want that, do we? Just want to find the next zone to go get the cube. Yeah, I'll definitely be leaving it for the hardcore let's play because I want to upload it to YouTube, so the chat on the screen for that seems to make sense. But in general, I'm happy to put it on the screen if people would prefer it. So I don't know. Well, at the end of the day, it's here for your entertainment, isn't it? So it's up to the consensus what people like. Yes, at the moment we're just using whatever basic skills. Doesn't really matter. We're just going to go get the cube. But we've got the Frost Nova, which we can pop to freeze, and then Ray of Frost I think does a slow. So it's a fairly decent damaging ability because it's got the utility of slowing stuff. And we've rolled the shards. We've done really well out of those. We've got the blood braces and a Leoric's crown, so we're going to save the rest for 33 to get the etch sigil. And I've also got a second goodie bag, so I've got 2 challenge rift bags, but I think we'll just do 1 upgrade because I want to save them for extracting, because as you pointed out yesterday, extracting stuff's just a safer bet for hardcore, isn't it? If you end up bricking the character, then at least you've got the stuff in the cube to use. But yeah, I can already sort of see that even on like level 6, you start, you stop insta melting it because like the little power buff we've had from the items kind of wears off a little bit. But as long as we get the cube, get the hell out of here. I think we'll probably go do Halls of Agonies till like level 10 or 13 or something like that. Because rifts can be a little hard to jump straight into, but starting from nothing, seasonal gimmick. Yeah, it's not really nothing, is it? I've been a bit naughty. I've saved up the extra challenge rift bag, which is a bit of a cheat, but it is hardcore. So we'll take our breaks where we can get them. But I had a little look at the boards. We're gonna need a GR70 or above clear to get on. So I don't know. We'll see how we get on. Back this way. So yeah, just looking for the cube. Job 1 when that's done. So game process is fun for you, buddy. Yeah, I'm definitely a loot driven player. I much prefer kind of starting again. Like I personally prefer seasons to be a little bit shorter. I think like 8 weeks would be plenty for me. But what we've done on the main stream, we've done a bunch of DH, we've done a lot of Crusader lately, just to mix it up. We've done quite a bit of Necromancer. Oh, come on. Don't want to die straight away. Just run away from this stuff. Need to train up my Templar. Ah, healing well. No, get out of the way. But yeah, even stuff like this, it's still a little bit difficult, isn't it? We're gonna die before level 10. Never mind. We can just start again. I normally tell people when doing the leveling guides, you don't even want to fight anything in this period. You just kind of run through it. But just force a habit now. But yeah, if we gain another level, that could be a little difficult, because obviously everything scales up, doesn't it? Each time you get a level. Whereas we've got nothing. We don't want to be seeing these. Let's just run past. We'll make a sprint for it. We'll do the Usain Bolt. And then use a little room to defend ourselves. So there we go. Set up shop here. And that should be good enough, hopefully. Oh, he's got a drag. Brilliant. Vortex. Miss Capricorn, thanks for the sub. Welcome. Just in time to see me die on hardcore whilst attempting to get the cube. Could have done without this yellow. Then can we damage him if we pop those enemies? Never mind. What a hard fight. What a hard fight. There we go. Job number 1 done. Hey Knives, I'm doing good. How are you? We're just episode 1 of the Let's Play hardcore. So there we go. Kanai's cube level 8. That's not a bad start. So else you tend to do bounties up to level 61. I prefer rifts. I just absolutely hate bounties. We definitely don't want to be teleporting to where we already are. That's no good. Right. Any of this stuff any good? That's DPS increase. We'll take that. Got a lovely belt now. Oh, gloves, toughness. Yeah. And we'll stick them on for. I'm saying that they've got life per hit. Well, we'll leave them off. We get the heal now from the Templar. So easy peasy. So I guess what we're supposed to do now, we're supposed to go Balls of Agony, I think. Sell them, waste not, want not. Yeah, so we'll just go do a little bit of massacre bonusing and then start trying to rift, I guess. Saying that, we should go do the upgrade, shouldn't we? That's why we're going to get the cube. Right, what are we going to get? We're going to get a wand. Wand. Hey, nice. Any plans for a server hop? So, moving over to America? I could start an America character. That's no problem. Right, no level requirement on that, so let's get this upgraded. Oh, check that out. Unstable Scepter. It's ancient as well. What level do we get unstable Arcane Orb? What do you reckon, guys? We've got that now. Do we brick it? Do we get it out the cube? I know you can reroll the secondary for level requirement, but I'm not sure. Let's think on that. Stick this in the stash whilst we get ourselves up. What do you reckon? Is that worth extracting? Probably is, isn't it? Because when we can just jump on the orb the whole way. Difficult. Yeah, let's keep it. We might rip. If it was softcore, I'd probably keep it. But screw it. Let's get it in here. Unstable Scepter. Bang. So that is very helpful. And then Arcane Orb. So yeah, we'll get some runes as well later. Cool. Let's get that on. Rosnova, diamond skin. I think we'll go for the diamond skin, I guess. Nice, we might just be able to start rifting straight away. Let's give it a go. Yeah, it would. I'm going to be doing Legacy Dreams. Absolutely no chance we're playing any Firebird nonsense. But I guess resource is going to be the problem, isn't it, for the Unstable Scepter? But we might even just be able to crank this straight up to hard, actually. Just depends on the toughness, isn't it? Is the issue. Ouch. Ouch. starts with nothing. Well, I mean, I don't know, I used to be a lawyer, didn't I? So technically, we did. We've just acquired some stuff along the way. Very fast. Ooh, that's nice. Nice pop. So we've got the two-handed upgrade as well to sort out. So I don't know if we'll get to 70 by the end of 3 hours. Probably not. Gonna take it fairly slow. I think, I can't remember when the triumvirate opens up. The like offhand that goes with this. It's like playing Monopoly, giving, yeah, one person 6 rolls of the dice. I suppose it is, isn't it? But it is what it is. Ruben with fries, thanks for the sub, buddy. Welcome. But yeah, this is RNG's is. I wish I'd had this look opening night of the season. But yeah, I've got the blood braces. I don't think they actually do anything for us until we get to like 40 though. Because I don't think there's any shields available before then. But that'll be super helpful. Right, and we don't want that wave skill. Hang on, let's kill this stuff. Because we can stick the freeze back on then, can't we? We can have freeze and damage reduction. So freeze from the frost nova. That's kind of handy as a defensive skill. And then I don't really like wave of force too much, so if we go for the diamond armor, that gives us a bit more kind of like on-demand toughness. So let's go that. So yeah, I've got freeze on W. Yeah, so if you do swap server and you go play NA from EU, you just literally start like from 0. So it's separate challenge rift, separate everything. The only reason I didn't do that instead of making more accounts is I just thought the lag would probably be a bit of an issue. But I know lots of people do jump between the two. Triumvirate at 60. Yeah, I've got a second challenge of goodie bag, so we can certainly go use that at 33. So that's gonna be the plan. Roll for that. And if we can find a triumvirate at 70, then we'll have this in the cube. That'll be a pretty solid start. Get the Legacy Dreams gem. Ooh, getting well ahead of myself. I'd say the first goal's 40, isn't it, really? Because I can use the blood braces with the shield that you get at 40 galvanizing ward, so that makes us a lot tougher. And then 60 is quite a big marker, isn't it? Because then we get unstable anomaly. But until we get to 60, it's one mistake is potentially curtains. I've named the character Filthy Rip because it's just an inevitability. Okay, I didn't know that about switching servers with the hotfix patches. Nice. Well, I reckon we could probably maybe crank this up to hard. Can always crank it back down, can't we? And I think we get a passive at 10. Can we pick Blur straight away? 17% damage reduction. Probably the correct call for hardcore, isn't it? It's just about making. Oh, you're gonna leave all the DPS options in favour of toughness, I think. But we could do with there's some resource generating passives, aren't there? We get extra arcane power and stuff like that. So that's going to be quite important. Nice. Well, good luck with your NA Witch Doctor else. Oh, here we go. Goblin. Go on, drop us something nice. You'd stand still so I can hit you. This is like my approach to dating. Run round. Whoosh. Fortunately, I don't have to haven't had to do that for a good long time. All right, blur. There we go. Damage reduction. Nice. Nice. Blur. Let's stick that on. And then no room for that yet. No room for that yet. Okay. There we go. Season theme, just in the nick of time to melt that pile of bones. Don't play hardcore much, but when I do play normal up to level 10. Yeah, it's like the game sort of scales weirdly, doesn't it? Up to 10 fairly hard. So after this rift, I think we'll jump out and we'll stick it up to hard. And then when we get to 16, then we can get the Leorics and Ashnagars on. So both of them be legendaries, so they should be a decent power boost. And we've still got all those shards in that second challenge rift bag as well. So yeah, off to a solid start. No complaints. I don't think I've ever hit a whenever I've done Wizard 1 to 70 before, don't think I've ever hit a wand with a multiplier. So happy days. Happy days. No, it was my approach to dating used to be run around after things. Come back here. But yeah, fortunately, as I say, been married a long time, so fortunately haven't had to do that for a good many years. But yeah, I don't know. Well, I've got to. I think maybe I have to be a bit more careful with when I'm glancing at chat with no cheat death for a little while. Condi for the win as well. Nice. The early game conduit's just absolutely wreck shop. So good. There we go. He didn't even stand a chance. Right. Okay, cool. Let's crank that up, I think. Yeah. Right. Okay, let's get this cranked up to hard, I think. Hopefully the game doesn't crash on me. Game settings. Go up to hard. See what that's like. Extra 75% XP, that'll do. Awesome. Right, Templar regen, yeah, that'll do. And then, is it Arcane Orb? Do we get a room for that now at 11? We do. Obliteration, extra damage. Smaller area of effect though, but we'll go with that, I think. Then Frost Nova. Okay. Whoops. Running into my flag. That's no good. And did we get anything good? Yes, that'll do. Let's take that on. Nice DPS. No. So anything with like massively, 3% extra damage but lose a quarter of the toughness, I think we'll just avoid stuff like that. Oh, even more damage. Fantastic. Look at all this stuff. We'll carry on with the life regen. It's just handy sometimes if you get in trouble. And then let's go sell this. Don't want to waste anything. Right. Hopefully speaking this will be good. Mid-20s. Yeah. Teleport. So we're a little stuck with crappy skills for a while. Yeah, Wizard I've always personally found quite slow to level. But we'll see how we do. We've got the weapon to re-roll as well. So I suppose that the earliest we can possibly take that's 40. So we don't really need to do that right now. But that's obviously a pretty huge damage increase. I think there's a rune on Diamond Skin that we can get for a bit more resource as well. But we'll leave everything in the stash, I think. Again, play it super safe. Don't want to be caught out here dying with all our goodies on us when we haven't even used them yet. Oh, here we go. First legendary, and it's what is it, monster killer? Have a look, see. Yeah, more damage. Perfect. Nice. So yeah, you do pick up a bit of speed once you start getting the legendaries. It does get a lot easier. But I suppose the goal's like keep it slow, keep it steady, make sure that we don't die, don't get like caught in an explosion or anything. Shortman's finger at 39, which sorted you out with a witch doctor. Yeah, it's always cool that every class has got some kind of really good multiplier that's quite hard to get. It's like Wizard, I think's got mantled heal. Can't remember, I think that's in the 30s somewhere. You know, it's like a huge lightning % damage increase, I think, on stun. So you know, you can get lucky. The game you can level and just get dropped a couple of really godly pieces that absolutely sort you out. Oh, gold. I suppose early on the best goblin's probably the shard one, isn't it? Because we're not really too bothered about this loose change. Gem goblin as well is pretty handy, isn't it? We can get the gems ranked up. Got the mats to get the jeweler max level. Hardbar, I'm doing really good, buddy. How are you? We're just doing episode 1 of the hardcore wizard. So we've had absolutely godly RNG so far. We've got an unstable scepter out of our upgrade. We've got the Ashnengar's blood braces, albeit I haven't used them yet, and a Leoric's crown. We've also had our first legendary drop, so it's going pretty well. Yeah, two-handers for leveling to 70, two-handers are generally your best option. I don't like crafting them too much though, because it can use quite a bit of resource, and generally you kind of want to save them to make sure you can get a decent two-hander with a reduced level requirement. So I don't know, maybe we'll do that when we go back to town, because if we nail that, we get good luck with that as well, then it's easy to justify spending the resources on crafting some two-handed weapons. I'm going to extract the etch sigil as well. That's the plan. Come on. But it is pretty thirsty on the old resource, the arcane orb. I suppose that's the only downside of it, but resource cost reduction is obviously very hard to come by early on. But with the, it's probably not efficient to go for the Leoric's crown. Go for the yellow gem over the red one. Probably not worth it. But we're going to open all these vaults. You never know. Game's just itching to drop us another Lego, another legendary. That'd be good. But yeah, I think it's particularly like kind of 30 you really start opening up, don't you? Because you get the we'll be able to kill this guy. Yeah, just need some resource. Oh, there we go. Legendary number 2 and 3. We get 2 there. Nice. Can we use a bow as a wizard? Don't think I've ever equipped one. But we've run out of room. Gotta go back. Well, never mind. We'll take it for the two legendary drops. Greatly appreciated. So that's 3 so far. Not bad. Although I'm not massively into all this backtracking. And was that other floor, wasn't it? Must have been the graveyard one. Must have been quite big. We've skedaddled straight out of there, and we've got another skill as well now. Ice armor. Nice, nice, nice. Right, so I don't need to press ice armor again, do I? Once it's up, it's up. Is it melee damage reduction, I think? Gobble up these globes. Yeah, I think this is definitely the right call to cube this scepter. When does the resource belt Hergbrush binding? I want to say it's in the 20s. Yeah, that's quite a good one, isn't it? There's quite a lot of belts in the pool though. It's like after kind of, I'd say, like the etch sigil you can stop for because there's only 2 in the pool, so it's not that hard to hit. Ah! Explosions. Explosions are scary. In with a freeze. Ooh, it is exciting hardcore mode. It is exciting. Yeah, Hergbrush binding, if anyone knows what level. Oh, raining legendaries, look at this. Look at all these legendaries. And 3 in 1 rift, that's crackers. GG's, streamer privilege, look, look, look. Background hum. That's weird. I don't think I've changed anything. Right, level 15, nice. My computer's dying. Doesn't sound any louder to me, but right, there we go. Can I use this? Does my skills still work? Yeah, I lose the orb though. I don't know. Probably just salvage that. Roach Ben, thanks for the follow, buddy. Nice pair of gloves, even better pair of gloves. We'll get that on. New pair of trousers. Who doesn't love new trousers? Better belt. Ooh, better offhand. Ooh, lovely, lovely. All this stuff. All these upgrades. Right. I think let's have a look. What was the lyrics we got? We'll take them with us because we're nearly at 16, aren't we? Potency of shields up by a bit. Right. Do we want to change any of this? Diamond skin, crystal skin, that helps. Frost Nova. Enemies killed. More chance of Frost Novas. I guess we're leaving that on. And that should be it. Arcane Orb, 20 is the next rune. Oh, that's the one that spins around, isn't it? Yeah, that one's quite good. Although I think probably the range stuff's better. No cheat death. It could be the in-game one of the sounds, I don't know. Like the way the noise gate works on the microphone, as in it should cut anything out if there's no noise. But whilst I natter away, it might pick it up, but... Maybe it's one of the in-game skills. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. Right, come on, pop us up to 16. We'll get these blood bracers on. As I say, they're not going to be doing much for a little while. But it's just another pile of stats, isn't it? Yeah, Lady Luck is definitely on our side so far. And yeah, long may it continue. Right, let's whack that. Right, go away. I want to put my braces on. So there we go. I guess we may as well stick this on. I don't know, maybe it's not going to make much difference. The higher roll's probably better later on, isn't it? We'll leave it. Leave it as it is. Being killed with 6 legendary items is still dead. Yes, in true. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? I think if you keep the difficulty on hard the whole way, we should be fine until we get the level 70 weapon re-rolled. So that'll help out a bunch. But yeah, I don't know. I suppose you still can get walled in on explosions. It's still possible to get stuck, isn't it? Just gotta hope that doesn't happen. What did you have else yesterday? Was it level 28, 29 me dying? But yeah, any hardcore session where you don't kill your character, that's a successful session. Who dies with the most toys still dies. Yeah, we should make some Diablo 3 fortune cookies. That could go on there. Don't trust Kadala. She doesn't have your best interests at heart. I don't know. I mean, Arcane Orb's ranged, isn't it? I've probably only got myself to blame if I die. $20. Oh, well, nearly at 20. So if we get past 20, then we're already exceeding expectation. So that's good. None of this challenge with bag bollocks. It's so hard. Leveling a character without the challenge with bag is very painful. To go from having it to not having it's fairly crummy feeling. Felt very, very difficult to do it on the Switch when I went back and started leveling some characters there, and obviously didn't have the campaign beat. Is it going to be up? What do you reckon? No, not up. But I think as some people do like the new challenge of bags, kind of the game's got too many hand-me-outs. I can kind of see that, because with myself being primarily loot driven, once I start running out of loot to find and upgrades, the game, I don't know, I do find it less enjoyable. So I think making that process longer possibly does help. But it's back onto the, you know, players won't like it. They won't want to go back to not having it, I think. And it does help out super casual people quite a lot. Allows you to get to kind of dipping your toe into endgame pretty quickly. It's one of those, like, maybe that draws people into seasons that they might not necessarily play, because they know, oh, I'm going to get a goodie bag, I'm going to make this is going to be a lot easier. So skip the middleman, go straight for the slot machine approach, pick your character, and you just randomly get given some legendary items. Yeah, that could work. You'd obviously get people, if you could do, just re-rolling that just over and over again, just trying to hit like the stuff they want. Slambits, how you doing, buddy? Oh, I don't want to be running through that. Absolutely not. Challenge with bags is still RNG. Yeah, it is. I mean, it like for some classes you get much better mileage out of it. Like Necro makes it super easy because you know, worst case scenario, you're gonna get a Maltorius spike, which is fairly rubbish, but it's still a multiplier. It's still gonna be of benefit to you. And I suppose DH you get guaranteed value out as well with the daggers, albeit I think the Kanai's probably a little overplayed. I don't think it's actually that good for leveling. Well, not in unskilled hands like mine anyway. But obviously a lot of them it's combos, isn't it? Like if you can get the two combos that go together, so if you can pick up your holy point shot with your impale dagger, you'll absolutely be cooking. That's why Necro is quite easy, because Maltorius is the only one you can't bounce off Corpse Explosion. So like Nares, you can take the Poison Rune on Corpse Explosion, get a load more damage. You can get a load more damage on with the Shadow Hook on Corpse Explosion, and then the Blood-Tide Blade doesn't do it, but you can generate quite a lot of corpses with it because you can just like blow up huge areas. We've done it again. We've reached the end of the map. How have we done this two in a row? This like barely ever happens. Let's see, any elites? Nope. 94%. Try up. Let's see what's up here. EU servers are up. Are you on about playing off season? Because I was messing about trying to work out which account to put this on, and I couldn't get onto the EU non-season servers for some reason. The season ones were up, but whenever I tried to load in a non-seasonal character, it just wouldn't work. So there was something funky going on. It was still not working about half an hour ago. Hey Odd Socks, how you doing? I think wearing odd socks is a wonderful motto for life. Oh, legendaries, come on. Two-handed mace. Just raining legendaries. They'll dry up though. They'll dry up when we need them, when we get to 70. Yeah, Bob does have some good options. I'd say like Wizard's probably one of the hardest. Like we've been really lucky getting this unstable scepter, but in general Wizard's quite hard to get value out of. You know, ones is really low probability. Even a what was I thinking? Monk's another hard one. Trying to get the fist weapons can be quite difficult. Ooh, a better belt. Right, Hergbrush Binding. I can't remember what level that opens up. We could roll for it. I think there's just a few too many belts in the pool though, isn't there? Get those on. And get all this in the bin. I suppose we probably should have a quick look just to see if we can always click on my flag. Just to have a quick look and see if we can get a ring or amulet, maybe add a bit of damage. That's probably a good use of a minute's worth of time. Yeah, I used to love wearing odd socks. Some people get really annoyed with it, which is quite funny. Should we buy some stuff anyway? I guess we might as well. It's better than having nothing, isn't it? So let's do that. You're supposed to restart the game and go find the dude who sells the plus damage ones, but we don't need that. We've got the unstable scepter. We don't need the damage. We'll be fine. The lack of move speed is very annoying early game though. That's for sure. I haven't done the season journey on any of the accounts, so in theory I could go and get Firebird's pieces, but I probably would rather do Legacy Dreams. Firebird just doesn't float my boat. The two pieces, I suppose for hardcore, I was about to say the two pieces meaningless, but for hardcore it probably is quite good, isn't it, to get the cheat death. But the 4-piece, I suppose you do get some damage, but I think I'll probably just do Legacy Dreams. If I could choose, I don't know what the game will drop us, but I'd quite like to play the new Hydra set. I kind of figure that would go quite well with hardcore, just because the 80% damage reduction off the set seems like it would be quite handy. There we go, we've got all the skills now. Get another passive in a minute as well. So there you go, where Odd Socks drives the wife crackers. Like, the thing is, nobody sees them. It's like, you know, you don't need to worry about what people can't see. But yeah, it's one of those conditions, isn't it? You just, you know, everybody puts on normal socks, so. But yeah. The randomer the better. I used to try and, like, when I was in work, pick like one superhero and one from the Muppets, or something crazy like that. Again, just drives people nuts. Necroborg, Z-Barb, 119 gem upgrades. Not on hardcore, buddy. I have promised Necroborg I'll try Z-Barb. So that power leveling a barb on one of my accounts is on the to-do list. My to-do list just keeps getting bigger. Doesn't actually go down. Not doing massacres in the temple. No, I don't want to just restart the game over and over again. And we're finding quite a few legendaries. I don't know, we could go try it. It is quicker. I did it for my necro when I leveled that. I did a load of cursed chests and did that over and over again, but I don't know. I find rifting more fun, so I think I'll probably just stick to this. But yeah, if you want to get to 70 as fast as possible, cursed chests is considerably quicker than rifting. It's just you end up with worse gear, which is a bit of an offset. You know, you can make an argument and say, well, it's better to not have the items, but I don't know. I'm gonna get to the end of another map here. Multiple holes. Yeah, this is it. When your toe starts sticking out the end, it's definitely time to upgrade. You need to get your socks into your Kanai's cube, get them upgraded. Get a legendary pair. I think the barb's got socks, hasn't it? Loot socks from Luke Ghislaine. That's it. There you go. Christmas marketing idea for Blizz. Luke Ghislaine. You know, when you get to being a dad, you always get socks for Christmas, so some nice barb loot socks, that'd be cool. Right, let's get another passive on. What do we want? I guess we could do that for more arcane power, or we could do cooldown or power hungry. We'll go cooldown, I guess. Diamond skin prism. More uptime on that's going to help. Cooldown reduction on Frost Nova is nice. Magic weapon. Storm armor. And we'll keep this. Keep the storm armor. We don't really need the damage. An explosive blast. What do you reckon? We could do slow time. Slow time's quite a good defensive ability, isn't it? There you go. We've got a bit of a whoops. We can pop that down and slow stuff. Yeah, I didn't really research the skills before setting this off, which may come back to bite me later. But we'll see. Yeah, Gem of Ease, we need to get that done pretty quickly. It's always a tough call as to, particularly if you're doing the Legacy of Dreams way, is it better to do up your Lod Gem Just depends. It's a risk, isn't it? Because obviously you can get disconnect deaths and stuff. So, but it's hard to give up the damage, isn't it? I suppose with the, provided you can get yourself kitted out with legendaries, again it's another reason why doing the rifts is maybe a good idea, because if you're going to play LOD, then if you've got like all of your slots done with ancients, and as soon as you get the gem you get like a pretty big power increase and obviously a huge damage reduction. Well, not huge, but you know, 25%, which is not to be sniffed at on hardcore. Right, so we're gonna find the end of this map again. Hey Bremer, how you doing, buddy? Doing some hardcore, and it's raining legendaries for us. Another sword. I don't know. How many levels have we gained since the last one? A couple. It might be an upgrade. Oh, we need to max out this Templar as well, which would be handy, because I think that's is that resource generation on the last one? So Breamy, you've been blasting out the work. Bad Bob, thanks for the follow, buddy. Yeah, well, we've all got to work to pay a living. I've done a few hours work this morning, which is good. I missed the I work in football or soccer for anybody who's from the other side of the pond. I missed the FA Cup final because we were away, which is a bit of a bummer, because that looked like quite a good game. But yeah, caught up with a few bits this morning. There we go, level 21, rocketing through this. Need to get that two-hander upgrade done as well, don't we? Hydras, nice. We only get one, don't we? Oh, disintegrate. We're not going to get to use disintegrate. Oh, that's a bummer. I love that skill, but there's absolutely no sense in swapping off Arcane Orb with the Unstable Scepter. Let's see. Open this chest. Nope. Nothing in it. Thanks, Bad Bob. Yeah, making the guides has been an interesting experience. Really enjoy making them. So I'm hoping to get back to making a few more. But with the kids being off on summer holidays, I've been away myself and trying to get streaming set up. It's like I probably haven't made as many uploads over the last 2-3 weeks as I would have liked, but gonna get back to more regular schedule soon. So I'll upload this to YouTube, but it doesn't really count as a proper video, I don't think. But yeah, I've got some ideas on a list somewhere, so I just need to start working my way through them. But obviously the interest dies down a lot now because we're about 3-4 weeks into the season. People stop kind of searching for stuff then, really, so it does get a bit quieter. Right, what do we want? We're going to train this guy up. Oh, we've got 2 here. Charge and more resource. Perfect. Right, let's get that on. Belt for a bit more toughness. I'll have a look, see what this sword is. Bream is hitting the grindstone. Few meetings. Engineer's able to do it from home. Nice. Right. Yeah, I think the working from home thing, I suppose, it's been so long now, hasn't it? With all the lockdowns, that I guess people are just getting a bit more used to it. Right, let's get that in the bin. All them in the bin. Right, let's do this two-handed upgrade and see what we get. So you don't have too many mats. We've got the other challenge rift bag, but you know, so like that one's bricked, so that's like 15 mats gone. So I think this is kind of a delicate kind of balance. I mean, you know, when you're going to get a 30 banger without actually re-rolling anything, you know, I mean, that's max, isn't it? Jesus Christ, the RNG on this. That's nutty. It's level 40. Oof. So we can re-roll some vitality on there. We'll get rid of that resource cost reduction for vitality, I think. Oh, that is brilliant. So I think other than hitting the edge sigil, this could not possibly be going any better. Yeah, I could put some crit damage in it, but yeah, the only ruby we've got is gone on the Leorix, so. And I guess if we find another one, I'll probably just stick it in there, in the helm. We've been stunned. Nice. So we've only we get to 40. That's going to be a huge power boost. That's never happened to me either. The rest of us don't get anything. I know. We might even get to 70 by the end of this. Session, it's possible. But even then, it's no cheat death, isn't it? But if we can roll like 800 vitality on that, or 1,000, you can roll. Is it up to 1,000 on a yellow weapon? Not sure. Oh, we'll grab that shield pylon. But yeah, that's pretty good. So that's only 18 levels to go, isn't it? So that's not too bad at all. Vanatil, thanks for the follow. Looking over, struggling to read the names. Dicey, hardcore. Yeah, we can get a ruby in the weapon. We will get it done as soon as we can, but I think it's probably, it's better to get it in the helm. Just get them leveled up, I think. And then once we get to 40, we can crank the difficulty up quite a bit. That should get us through a good chunk of the stuff. Again, the only downside with it being hardcore is we'll outgear ourselves, so we'll level quite quickly once we get that two-handed reduced level requirement weapon on, and we just won't keep up with the gear. But we've got shards, so yeah. Ooh, we could swap back to disintegrate if we got the etch sigil, couldn't we? I think etch sigil, does that do arcane orb as well? Is it just any arcane spender? I think it is. Yeah, this is Blizzard turned on the decent RNG for us, so I don't think we couldn't have written this down better. So all we need to do now is just not die. We should be golden. Yeah, we're still one banging stuff with the arcane orb. Pool, XP pool, we'll take that as well. Thank you. But yeah, is it the cold rune on arcane orbs the best? Is that the last one? I can't remember. But yeah, I finally caught up with that Riker video with the reskinning of the barb on Diablo Immortal. I was kind of hoping there might be some more tidbits about when we could maybe see like a demo for that or an alpha, but doesn't look near. I definitely saw some rubies then. That's handy. Cold runes last. Yeah, frozen orb. That's it. Frozen makes anything better. Like frozen margaritas. Need to stop dicking about with this and Go back to town. Homing pads. A pair of homing pads. I mean, that'd just be the icing on the cake, wouldn't it? Leave me alone. I want to port back to town. Right, there we go. Finally. What goodies did we get? Is that going to be more damage if we have a source? Is it damage 307? No, not even close. We don't want that because we're going to keep the Leorics. Could cube the Leorics, but we might well end up cubing that. Yeah, all for the Ben, I think. But we're gonna get this guy trained up, and we're gonna do what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this out, and then build ourselves one of these. Then we can, what can we do? We can go remove gem, take out this green one, slap in this red one. There we go. And we just got level 33 to roll some more shards. Don't know, can maybe crank the difficulty up again. Just don't know if it's worth the risk. Frozen orb. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done any frozen orb. Used to be with the DMO set, didn't it? Delzir Magnum Opus. I think you can do. I think Legacy of Dreams frozen orb's quite good. Got it in my head that that's pretty decent. Again, could be wrong. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. I don't even think there is literally a thing that could make this better. I don't think there's any drop that we could have got that would have improved this. So that's pretty fortunate. Nice. We can go and craft a weapon. Two-hander. Just to tide us over till we get to 40. So that could be a useful way to spend some mats. And then I think we'll have enough DBs to like extract whatever we want in the cube as well. So if we get a nice pair of braces, we can maybe dump the blood braces off. And same for a helm, we could always go and slap the Leorics in the cube. Although I think it's 70 on hardcore, probably the blood braces are more useful. But then again, I suppose doing an upgrade and trying to get a wand's probably gonna be quite handy at 70, isn't it? But we'll start getting DBs after 61, so we can keep it fairly flexible. But yeah, my little cheat sheet that I've written out runs out at level 40. I've got nothing planned after that, no steps to do. So relying a little bit on luck and memory, and our luck certainly seems in so far. Yeah, there seems to be a fair bit of ARPG news floating about Last Epoch seems to be changing their potential endgame. Torchlight, I think, has got like a PTR going, so there's quite a few interesting bits knocking about. But I think in terms of Diablo, I guess what's next is going to be Immortal, is it? That's probably the next thing on the pipeline. Whenever that does finally drop. Nope, not this way. Nope, nope. Back up. Ooh, conduit pile. I'm going. We'll grab that. Definitely, definitely take all the conduits the game wants to give us, and goblins too. Awesome. If only they could see me now. Oh, there we go. Amulet. What's that going to be? Could be a squirt. So that's a dangerous thing to potentially be putting on. Is Flavor of Time? Is that like really early? I don't think it is it? I think it's the squirts. Just trying to remember. Is there another amulet before like 30 in the pool? It's another legendary though. What do you reckon? Should we? If it squirts, do we put it on? It seems like that could be risky. Work out what it is at the end of the rift. If it was softcore and it's a squirt, it would definitely be getting smacked on. Again, maybe at 40 with the blood braces, you could get galvanizing ward and get a big enough shield. So maybe we could do that. Squirts. Oh, squirts on a hardcore character early on. Ooh, tempting, but probably too risky. It probably won't be that. There's what is it? Is it Moonlight Ward? Is that the other one? So that'd be quite handy. Yeah, Moonlight Ward. Phew. Well, I've saved myself a decision there, haven't I? But never mind, more legendaries. Gobble them up. And a nice yellow ring. There we go. Hit an enemy. Chance to explode with damage. Nice. Get that on. A pair of shoulders. Take them. May as well get that on. We're not doing any thorns damage. And yeah, the rest of that can go in the bin. Nice. Nice. Just to have a little go, we'll go up and see if we can do master. See if we can speed it up a little bit. Expert. Oh, can I not do that? Because I can't. Can I not go any further? Because I haven't done any hardcore on this account. That's going to be a bit of a bummer. Never mind, we'll give this a go. And hopefully we've got enough items now for it to be tough enough to do it. Alright, chuck them away. Well, damage is still fine. Easy peasy. Oh, have I changed the rune on this? I have, haven't I? don't think I meant to do that. Oh no, is that the new necklace we got? That's the necklace, isn't it? I always get confused that it looks like the rune on Arcane Orb, doesn't it? There we go. Lovely jubbly. Yeah, it's off to a swimming start. And a bloodshot goblin as well. Nice. How many have we got? 419. And more rubies. Rubies very helpful for the XP. So yeah, if we can hang on till another legendary. It's getting ridiculous now. If we can hang on till 33 before spending those shards, we should be pretty golden on the sigil, because we've got like 400 or 500 now. We've got a second challenge with bag to roll again. So yeah, and I think once we hit it, I think we'll just probably save all the stuff, save the blood shards, just try and fill out any gear pieces that are lagging. Yeah, RNGs is definitely giving us some headwind. But we'll take it. Take the look. So how's everyone finding the chat on the screen? Is it better? Is it worse? I mean, I'll probably have to do it for the hardcore Let's Play, because I'm going to try and upload it straight to YouTube. But in general, is it something that's better, worse, ambivalent? It's getting a little harder to kill the tougher enemies, but still seems to be okay. Although obviously it can change pretty quick, can't it? But yeah, I mean, that guy just jumped on us and we didn't lose too much health. I could go and do some bounties. That would give us like Bourne's or Kane's set. Okay, you're not bothered, Bremer. Yeah, I know. I've seen some people do it. I wasn't planning on it, but I just thought it makes sense for anybody who wants to watch the YouTube version back, if they can see the chat on the screen. Oop, don't want to be seeing lag. Like that there aren't too many overlays. Good. Yeah, I tried to pick like a quite clean one that isn't too busy. Like me, nice and simple, nice and simplistic. Right. Am I gone the wrong way? Is it back the other way? But yeah, it's you don't really, I suppose I personally find it, you don't want like tons of stuff on the screen. But again, obviously different people like different things, so some people quite like all that stuff, so. Monkey Unit saying hello to YouTube. Yeah, how far are we in? 1 hour and 15 minutes? Yeah. Hopefully there's somebody still watching the YouTube video at this point. But I'm gonna pin the comment of when the next episode will start, so if anyone does want to come over from YouTube and get involved in the chat, more than welcome to do so. So I like it on the screen. Okay, right. I suppose that's it, isn't it? A lot of people, you might be watching, you know, on your lunch break or at work, and if you're on a smaller screen, then going full screen mode is probably quite helpful, isn't it? I tend to watch Twitch on the computer or generally on my iPad, so it's not too bad. because they've both, obviously the computer's fine, and then iPad's a fairly decent screen, isn't it, because you can hold it not too far from your face. But yeah, phone wise, I suppose it probably does make a big difference, doesn't it? Yeah, just another 3 levels. Box off the set schedule. If the RNG continues, we'll hit it with the first try, and then we can work out what we want to do after that. I was quite surprised it was GR70 to get on the boards for the hardcore wizard. I was kind of thinking you might not even have had 1,000 people clear it, but yeah, it looks like some people have just gone for the primal unlock, and then that's it. I guess 75 is probably quite another big jump point, isn't it? Because I think, is that one of the conquests this season? Can't remember. We've just done this map. I'm wondering if there is something screwy with the service, because when I tried to up the difficulty past experts, it was saying I've got to have completed Act 5, which obviously I've definitely done. Although I suppose I haven't on this account on hardcore. Is it separate? That's going to be hella annoying. I have to read what it says. But yeah, I didn't think of that. I should use my other account where I have beaten the hardcore campaign. Never mind, we're not starting again. Definitely not. I'll be stuck on, Vestron Woods. Vestron Woods with like 99% progression. Campaign wasn't on there. I'll look. Well, we'll look once we get that weapon sorted. Ooh, that hurts. Ooh. I just think one of those things. I wonder if that could still one-shot me. It's pretty nasty, that thing, isn't it? There we go, 30. We get another passive now as well. Another passive. I guess something for damage reduction, if there is one. What can we have? Max arcane power. Enemies frozen take more damage. Power hungry. I guess this for more damage output. With 40, that's what we're waiting for, isn't it? Galvanizing ward. That's the big one. Ice armor, chill move speed. Yeah, guess we'll take that. Not really using the slow time too much. What does familiar do? Is there any... Where is it? Last 10 minutes, 10% increased damage. I guess we'll just take that. Arcane orb, obliteration, orbit. No, don't want to swap that. Freeze. We could do the freeze. That's probably good. So GR70 of not a conquest this time. Okay. That might be why. Ooh, take that. Just what you want to see, a wizard running around with a massive two-handed sword. Nope. Okay, get all this in the bin. Got a few forgotten souls as well, I guess. Now I'll just have a quick look at this sword, see if it's usable. No, it isn't. What do we get? Yeah, it's not going to be enough damage, but I'll tell you what we can do. We can, again, work on this gem here, and that'll give us a bit more XP. So let's do that. 3 of these. And 2 of these. 20% XP. Gravy. Absolute gravy. Yes, 1 or 2 more, then we can come back and roll for the Etch Sigil. But yeah, I think we're stuck on the damage reduction front for passives until 40, it looks like. But I think that it won't really matter then anyway, will we? Because we'll get our lovely 2-hander then, which we're going to roll for vitality. But yeah, going well. Probably worth picking up the gems, I guess. Reaper of Souls, Diablo. Do I use Turbo Hood? Absolutely not. No Turbo Hood. If you come by the stream, you'll see me get lost quite a lot. We've already reached the end of two T16 maps, so no, I don't use it. What does it do? It just gives you the map layout. I think partly, like, I can understand, like, it probably would reduce frustration because you wouldn't get lost quite as often, but part of the fun is you know, loading it up and, you know, seeing the pylon at the right time, isn't it? But no, I think who got banned for that? Was it Chainer? Did he get banned for using Turbo Hood? I'm sure there was somebody who used to do a lot of streaming who got banned for it. But yeah, I've I don't know. No third-party software. I think I've got the ability to do macros on my keyboard, but again, I just wouldn't do it. It's not worth it, and to be honest, I wouldn't even know how to begin to do it. But yeah, definitely the wrong guy to be asking about Turbo Hood. Right, yeah. I wonder if we are going to be stuck on expert the whole way. That would be quite funny. I have to read what it says. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't bother me people using it. I'm not like ultra competitive, like on the leaderboards and stuff. I'll try my best, and you know, it's fun trying to get on the boards. We're pushing Necro on there. We're pushing, what else? We're pushing the Crusader. Probably have a little chance of getting on with the DH this season, but I don't know. I don't get super bent out of shape over it, but again, like being a content creator, it would seem like a bit of a silly risk to take. You know, what's it going to do? Get me up the leaderboards a little bit, but then maybe get me kicked off and banned. It just, the upside to downside ratio just doesn't seem anywhere near, you know, viable. Plus, obviously, it's against the terms of service, so just generally it's something that they don't want you to do. So I don't know. But as I say, I'm not too bothered if other people do it. That's entirely up to them. Definitely not going to be telling people how they should be playing the game. But I suppose if you ask most people, they'd prefer it if they just, you know, banned people who were found using it. Apparently there's quite a big ban wave in the Asia servers last week. Somebody popped into the chat to say they'd had like, it was something crazy, like 300 or 400 accounts banned. But I haven't really been keeping too much of an eye on the leaderboards here, so I don't know whether it was a similar EU or NA wave, ban wave. No worries, ROS Diablo. I'll see you again soon. Wonder if that was a turbo hood salesman. Dunno, obviously hasn't watched any of my YouTube guides. I get lost on those things all the time. Oh, don't want to be frozen. We want to be doing the freezing, not being frozen. Yeah, I didn't really notice a ban wave on EU, but I presume again, like last season, they'll do one at one point. They'll look through and find people with like 1 hour downtime and just manually remove them off the boards. But again, I've been away for like the last 4 days. Well, got back yesterday, but I haven't really kind of been on the forums at all. I haven't really checked any of the news, so maybe I'll have to get that done before we do episode 2. So we've got some topics to cover. Turbo hood salesman. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Turbo hood salesman. Could have been. There we go. Is that a different sword? Or is that? Yeah. Oh well, at least it's not a monster hunter. But yeah, raining legendaries again. Nice. Turbo hood salesman. Pants, better pants. Have a little look see at this. More damage. Two-hand is much better for resource though, isn't it? So I guess we'll probably keep it. And then braces. Is it worth getting rid of the braces? I'm not going to be using them. We'll take them off. They're not doing anything with the legendary power at the moment, so we'll stick them in there. So yeah, let's get this handed in. Are we going to be 33? Yep. Perfecto. Get all that stuff in the trash. I think we'll hang on to that, I guess, just for a little while, because if we hit the edge sigil, this is where RNG's is going to desert us, isn't it? Rubbish. Right, is it worthwhile doing the second lot? Probably not. We've only got 7 more levels to go, and then we get that huge increase. So what we're doing, 856, so if we stick that on, we're up to 1000, and then let's just work out which one of these is better. Got any toughness? Did I just randomly pick the one with the vitality on? Yeah, it looks that way. Okay, cool. Let's give this a go. I think we'll be fine. You never know. We might just find an edge sigil. Need to get rid of some of these gems as well. They can start to clog up the inventory. I don't know. Is it worth blowing the other 475 shards out the second challenge with bag to try and hit edge sigil? Not so sure. Ooh, nice big resplendent chest. Oh, this game is just absolutely falling over itself to give us some legendaries. Awesome. Probably should stop and ID it. It's gonna be better, isn't it? Gonna be better than what we've got. And another one. This has got to be my PB for the amount of legendaries found. Like 0 to 70. I normally find like, I don't know, like 2 or 3 by this point. But absolutely stacks of them. Increased legendary drop rate on hardcore. It is official. I need to go buy a lotto ticket. Definitely. I think the Euro Millions, which is the one that I sometimes play, I think that's like 35 mil at the moment. So yeah, that'd be sweet. That'd be nice. We could have a proper studio. Could buy a studio. What would you do if you won the lottery? What would you do? Be a bit weird at the moment because like you couldn't really go anywhere. Like normally my conversation with my wife when we start that off about what would you do is oh yeah, we just go on holiday for like 2 months to go some different places, but I don't know, I suppose you couldn't really at the moment. But yeah, be able to buy all sorts of streaming goodies, that'd be quite nice. Be nice to help out some friends and family members, that'd be cool. Yeah, can make a big difference with it, I think. But yeah, I'd tell you what, if we keep getting all these legendaries, it's a sign. I'll have to finish up and just run down to the supermarket at the end of the road. My luck's in. I only need 1 ticket. Don't give me any more than 1. Coupe, you buy a crazy expensive car. How you doing, buddy? So what's on your dream car list, Coupe? I kind of always wanted, was it Audi RS6, I think? I don't know why. I drive, like, if you've ever seen Driving Miss Daisy, I drive like Morgan Freeman in that. So I drive over at like 30 miles an hour. So I don't really know what good a fast car would do me. Plus the only place to drive at the moment is taking the kids to school, so it probably wouldn't make much sense. Finder's fee if you win. What's your rate? What's the rate? Odd Socks. That good movie with is it Nicolas Cage in it, where he can't afford a tip and he's like buying his breakfast and he agrees to like give the waitress like half the lottery winnings if he wins, and then he obviously wins and his bird goes bananas with him. I think he falls in love with the waitress. Spoiler alert. It's something like that. But yeah, I don't know. What's fair? 10%? 5%? Classic Ferrari or brand new Porsche 11 or both. Well, that's it. You could afford both with 35 mil in the bank. Find his fee on the lottery ticket. Used to have a guy who used to work with who was always saying that he'd come in and he'd be like, oh, the lottery's up to 80 million. I'd be like, oh great, I'll go buy some tickets. He's like, yeah, you owe me if you win. Like, I'm not sure that's how that works, you know. 10%. 3.5 mil? That'd be decent. That'd be a good little earner for you, wouldn't it? I don't know. I don't play it too often, but I do like doing it from time to time, just because it's nice to like have the conversation. What would you do if you won? Like I don't really see how you get involved in that conversation if you never buy a ticket, but I tend to only buy one if the jackpot goes super high, or you know, just every now and then, just for a bit of a giggle. My nan used to love the lottery. She was absolutely obsessed with it. She always told me whenever she won, but obviously, I mean, she was a lucky person, So I don't know, it's possible she ends up over her lottery career, but I highly doubt it. But yeah, that was her voice. Well, that and smoking. Oh, where's this exit? We've gone the wrong way again. This way, isn't it? In the corner, I think. Yes, turbo hood for the win. Lols. I'm getting to learn the tile set patterns a bit better than I used to, but I still do get lost. Ah well, no extra schedule. I suppose the luck had to run out at some point, didn't it? But two-handed sword, another chest piece, a bit more juice, 5 more levels, get that weapon out. We'll try and see if we can up the difficulty, but it does look like there was something saying we can't go any further. I don't know. We'll look at it. We'll see what it says. And another one. Another sword. Nice. Well, we've had a fair few weapons, haven't we? A few weapons and chest pieces. Right, let's see. What was it? What did we get? There we go. Two-hander. Yeah. Rhyme heart. Is that worth extracting at any point? 20% on hit to instantly deal 1000 weapon damage as cold to enemies that are frozen. So we kind of could activate that. We've got a freeze on magic missile. Probably not. And what do we want in here? Shall we go? Shall we combine up some? Do one of these. Ooh, I think we can do. Can we do? Can we do the next one? Show all. Ruby. Can we do the next ruby? So we need 2 of them. Yes, we can. So let's get that out. Combine. And we're just going to keep combining this every opportunity we get, just for the XP gains. Now, what was we going to do? We're going to stick that in there. And then I guess we'll do an armor one. So I'll just do an emerald. That should be, yeah, another 7% toughness. Job's a good one. Another 30% toughness there. Easy peasy. A bit more there as well. Cool. Right. I'm beginning to feel confident we're going to make it to 70 without dying now. But yeah, 1 or 2 more rifts, be at 40, get that weapon, and then, geez, if we can't increase the difficulty, we're just going to be stuck with expert. That'd be a bit buddy. Reading chat and talking, a bit of a bummer. Hey Martin, how you doing, buddy? Come by to watch me risk life and limb in Sanctuary. But RNG uses, I stayed up all night saying prayers, and we've been just do a relog to the character screen. Yeah, it wouldn't let me go past expert for some reason. I'm wondering if it's because I haven't beat the campaign on this account on hardcore ever. I'm wondering if it's separated out the two things. Gonna try 114 with the necro. Good luck, buddy. I hope you crack it. Just get yourself a bunch of keys. If you're close, which I think you were fairly close last night, just spend half an hour, 40 minutes blasting keys, and then just kind of, you know, pop a few until you get something that looks like it's going to be decent. The poison scythe is all about density. Yeah, I think that's the problem. I didn't think about that. I've never done the hardcore campaign, so we might be stuck on expert, which is a bit of a bummer because we would absolutely crunch, like, I guess T3 or 4 pretty easily with the weapon upgrade. We'd also have the toughness to survive from the vitality, so yeah, silly filthy. Hey PJ. Lod corpse explosion, trying to do 117. On series poison cycle, activate land of the dead, decay golem, dislocation. Curse scythe already on the nair stack, I'd have to swing my scythe too. So it should just say at the bottom on your little bar here about your nair stacks, so you just want to make sure you've got all of them. If you're worried about the curse dropping off, you can take Eternal Torment, and that means that once you've cursed something, it stays forever. So I can't remember if that's in the guide or not, but that's a fairly decent option. Belt, ooh, goody goody. But yeah, you want to curse. You want to make sure your curse is on before you're popping your stun, because you want to basically stun and then hit Land of the Dead. Again, there's a couple of ways of doing the corpse explosion, isn't there? You can do frozen lands, or you can do the plague lands one. But you get 15 seconds, so provided you swing and get your curse off 15 seconds before your damage window, you should be fine. But as I say, off the top of my head, I can't remember if we went with Eternal Torment. But that would just mean, like, you just swing your scythe around like all this stuff, and once you get it cursed, it stays on forever. So every kind of 15 seconds you've got to activate the scythe, and then that should be it. My game runs so smooth, and you're having lag drops. Have you got a hard wired internet connection, Mark? Because I noticed a significant game improvements when I actually plugged my PC into the internet with an Ethernet cable rather than doing it over Wi-Fi. My router was getting absolutely slammed. I had to buy a new one. We worked it out. The kids have got so many, various devices. The TVs all can connect to it. I've got like I don't know, 3 laptops and another computer that I use. Got all the phones. And the router was really struggling, so I ended up going out and buying a Nighthawk, I think. It has actually, to be fair, been really good. Sorted out a lot of stuff. Router with cable, okay. Then, I mean, the season theme does make it a little laggy. I hadn't noticed too many frame drops, to be honest. In groups, it does drop frames quite a lot. But I hadn't noticed too many. But I think after someone did mention that to me, I don't know, you do get it from time to time. But yeah, I suppose it's one of two things, isn't it? It's either your computer struggling with it or the connection to the game server. They're the two things, really. Right. Yeah, I think thanks for the love, PJ. Yeah, the corpse explosion is really good. I've gone with poison scythe myself this season. I don't know, it's a little bit of picky poison with the necro push builds. I think both of them have kind of got a little bit of a flaw against them. So the poison scythe can be a bit clunky and a bit slow. Although you can take the Stewart's Greaves to speed it up. Although as I haven't done too much necro lately, and I just haven't really been dropped a decent pair of depth diggers to really try that. And the corpse explosion, again, it's a bit damage windowy, isn't it? No, I'm not dead, Elsie. You should have more faith in me. We've almost got double the estimate. We're nearly at 40. Okay, so as long as you've got a hardline connection from your router to your PC, it should be fine. Because the only thing that what I found is that the Wi-Fi can, you know, if you've got lots of devices, your router can get overloaded, but that shouldn't really affect a hardline connection, I don't think. But I'm by no means a computer or tech kind of guru guy, so I don't know. Maybe it's that. OP weapon time at 40. It is, although I think we're stuck on expert because I've been a bit of a divvy and I haven't ever beaten a campaign on hardcore on this account, so we might just be stuck with just like literally touching stuff and it dies. But we'll have a look. I'll read it properly, see what it says. But yeah, it's I'm confident getting to 70 now. We should make it, even without the cheat death. So the spinning orbs are from the Moonlight Ward necklace that we found. So they just blow up. They like go around. They don't do much damage. It's like 250% weapon damage. But it's confusing. It confused me initially because I was like, I don't remember swapping the rune on Arcane Orb. I must have clicked it by accident. But yeah, they just circle around your character and they blow up every so often. Like there, bang. Doesn't really do much damage. But still, better than a kick in the nuts. And we've got the is it Seabour's Nightmare belt, which is nice. So that casts Haunt for us. So yeah, got a nice weird collection of mishmash things here that are powering us through. And if we can up the difficulty, we can maybe get to 70. We'll be very close by the end of the session. And if we're stuck on expert, well, we just can't, because we're going to be limited on the old XP. But we'll go have a read of it and see what it says. But I am a little bit worried that expert is as high as we can go until we get to 70, which doesn't make much sense. Yeah, the RNG has been incredible. The only thing we've missed is the Etch Sigil, and I don't see there's much sense in rolling for it because I don't really need any extra damage. I mean, maybe I should have done anyway because it's just easier to hit at 34 or 33 or whatever level it was. 33, I think. But yeah, this is hands down the best RNG I've ever had leveling a character by like an absolute mile. I can't include PTR in that because the drop rate's like ridiculously high, so you just find legendaries like candy bars, they just like plop everywhere. But outside of a PTR, this is miles and away the best. Nice. I'll see you later, Mark, and good luck with your 114 push tonight. Fingers crossed you get a nice festering woods with a conduit. Because Poison Scythe really likes festering woods. Yeah, I think, as I said earlier, if I could have written down exactly what I'd wanted at what time, then we absolutely would have, this would have just been perfect. I mean, the level 40 weapon's just ridiculous. To get the game to drop with level requirement and it to be the absolute max roll is pretty nutty. I don't know. As someone suggested in chat, I should go buy a lottery ticket. It's a shame. I don't know. Tempted to just power through, do a 20-hour session. We'll do the GR70 clear. I'll get a primal weapon. The luck is in. Nice, another one. Happy days. I think after this we can stick on Galvanizing Ward and go stick the Ashnagars in the cube. We've got Leorics we can put in the cube as well, so I don't know. Choices, we've got some choices, which is nice. Nice. There we go. Yeah, it's souped up weapon time now. So we just need to roll off the resource cost for a bit of vitality. Let's go get rid of this stuff just so that I don't accidentally salvage the wrong thing. I don't think the legendary power on that does much. So let's stick those in. That's better. Is that better? Yeah, I need to be right clicking. I guess we'll stick them on. Why is right click not working? And then I'll stick that in there just in case we want a helm at some point. We're going to salvage all this stuff, won't we? So just so I don't get confused and accidentally salvage my perfect weapon, because that would cause me to cry. I have done that once before. Accidentally salvaged the reduced level requirement weapon. Did not feel good. I wouldn't recommend it. Right. Yeah. Haven't trained her, that's why. Right. So we want vitality. There we go. Bang. That's not actually that much of a toughness increase, but never mind, we'll take it. Right, let's see. Can we up this difficulty, or is it just gonna... is it 60 or something? Difficulties unlocked. Locked until you complete Act 4 with at least one hero. Or level 60. So there you go, we can jump... so we can't pick more... we can't pick Master, we can only pick Torment once we get to 60. So that's a bit of a bummer, but never mind, we'll crack on. So yeah, that's a bummer, because we could absolutely plow through these levels really quickly. We could get it up to like Torment, I don't know, 2 or 3. But I think we probably will just annihilate everything, I guess. So we might not even need the Arcane Orb at the moment. What else do we want? Oh. Let's just crack on. We don't need to worry about the... I'll do it now. The blood braces, I'll forget otherwise. Don't want to forget. So I'm going to stick these in the cube, and they'll just keep us pretty tough. Extract. And we need to pop this other second challenge with bag, because we're being dirty, we're cheating, we're using whatever we can. Should we do boots? Boots look pretty low, and we'll leave them there. Right, extract, and saying that, we're going to end up with more blood shards than we need, so let's do boots again. Boots. No, rubbish. Right, now if we get rid of evocation, and we'll stick that on just so that I don't forget about it later, and then that should give us a pretty big shield now. 31k. That's a bummer. We could have really cracked through this, but we've got to get what, level 20? I suppose this is... we could go massacre leveling just to try and beat the hump. Never mind. The little orb things from the necklace are doing quite a bit of damage. Could swap the rune on Arcane Orb to the one that goes around the character. We could just like run into stuff, be super lazy. That could be a way forward. Getting to level solo. Yeah, this is going to be totally SSF hardcore. So no helps, all my owns. Albeit I have saved up 2 challenge rift bags, so right, which way? Oh crud. We were going the right way. But yeah, we're gonna do it myself glitch, and then yeah, try and get on the boards. That'll be the aim. So I guess that's kind of GR75ish. So I don't know what build we'll end up playing. We'll see what the game gives us, but I'll be doing Legacy Dreams over Firebirds to start off with. Don't fancy finding out how much those explosions hurt. They shouldn't kill us still, but solo self found, but with a challenge rift bag, with 2 challenge rift bags. Ooh, that was a bit of a lag. But yeah, unfortunately, because I haven't beaten the campaign on hardcore, I can't actually on this account, because there's a new account this season. Oh, well, last season I think. We can't up the difficulty past expert till we get to level 60. So we can't. It's weird. That's a bit silly. We can't pick master. We can't pick torment. So I just have to wait till 60, and then I guess we're probably okay with torment 1-ish. We should have found a little more gear by then as well, so we should be able to do it. And then hopefully speaking, we don't have to drop it down from torment again then. Yeah, I suppose is proper SSF, does that mean no challenge rift bag? I think it just means playing on your own, doesn't it? Not making... This is a really hard tile set for me to see because I've got a massive light shining in my eyes. It's like I can't kind of work out the tunnels. Like that, or I'm trying to throw everybody off the fact that I'm secretly using Turbo HUD. Despite my protests that I'm not. But that must be it. That must be a pretty convincing job. Right, 42, 18 more to go. And then we can juice up the difficulty. I think we might. We'll give a little go for the rune that just goes around the character. Maybe. I suppose it's quite handy to be ranged, isn't it? If you miss something or you want to like shoot something far away. Gold chest there. Did I miss it? Is it down here? Ah, there we go. Cheers, Surfer. So I must have been looking at chat. GG's, thank you. Thank you, buddy. Down in the corner. Yeah. Nice. But never mind. At least there's 0 risk of dying this way, I suppose. Let's be positive. Let's look at the upside. Not worry about the fact that it's going to take a little bit longer. Yeah, it's funny watching your gameplay back. Making videos is quite an interesting experience, because whenever I play, I'm always like, oh yeah, definitely got all the globes there. But then you watch the footage back, and I normally miss a couple every rift. All right, there we go. Saw that one. There we go. Get flattened. So yeah, this should be no worries. Just until we get up to 60 and can change the difficulty. We'll get a few of these upgrades in. Guess we'll take that. helm we don't want because we're going to use the lyrics. Get that on. All the rest of that is for the BIM. But yeah, bummer. Gutted about that. Being stuck on this difficulty. Is it worth swapping this over to this? We'll give it a go. We'll try it for one, and if it's no good, we'll swap back. I think we can still Pharos? Yeah, we can still Pharos as well. So hopefully we can just run through stuff now. Yeah, it's like playing Jargon Arius. Then do I have to reactivate it once the things are gone? Yeah. Gobble all this stuff up. Square gems. Thank you very much. Oh, it's back here, isn't it? Gonna be this way. So if I press this again, does it? Yeah, it recasts the 4 things. There we go. We just don't even have to worry about clicking on stuff now. Just run up to it. Bang. Again, that Seabour's Nightmare belt's just really good early on. Like leveling up to 70. Really nice. Get the like haunt going across the screen. Looks cool, does a load of damage. Gravy. '70 version can clear GR70. How do you clear GR20? I can't read today. I'm tired. Do you get to open chests? Oh, there we go. Homing pads. No. Death Watch Mantle. Never mind, we'll take them. Legendary Shoulders. Thanks, RNGesus. Another goblin. But yeah, we're making some kind of weird wizard build. Just run into stuff. The Lawnmower Wizard. Hey, Mr. Z, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, hardcore character. Just, I don't know. I've had a few people drop by the stream and say they want to see some hardcore stuff, so we'll put it to a vote on the community tab. Wizard won, I think, because people just thought it'd be funny. But RNG's has been really good. We've got really lucky with all the drops and kind of upgrades and all that kind of stuff, so we've done really well. But unfortunately, I've been a bit of an idiot. Haven't beaten the campaign on hardcore on this account, so we're stuck on expert difficulty for the moment, because I can't actually make it any higher until we get to level 60. But on the plus side, it means we're definitely not going to die, because we've got a level 70 weapon now with vitality and reduced level requirement and damage, and so it's pretty good. Tempest Rush Wizard. Yeah, if we could get it to rush a little more. Yeah, still nice and chill. But yeah, I don't know. It feels like it's mildly frustrating because we should be playing on, like, I don't know, what would have put it up to? Maybe Torment 3 or 4. Done a Rift, gained like 5, 6, 7 levels, and then just knocked it down a Torment. It's a bit risky without Unstable Anomaly to do that, but it's just such a huge. The XP is huge. We could go could go do some bounties and get like Borns or Canes, but again, it's taking the time out to do it. I don't want to do the season journey, so it seems like a bit of a I think, Mr. Z, it would be very rude of me to slap RNGesus in the face after they've been so good to me, giving all these drops, to go start another one. I don't know, it'll be a few more rifts, won't it, to get to 60. We'll get to 60 certainly before the next episode, and then we can just crank it up. If we keep collecting gems, we can upgrade them as well. Hey Irish, how you doing? But yeah, it's I don't know, it just is what it is. I can't change it now, so I'll have to remember this for next time. I nearly deleted a character on my main account because I'm out of character specs, and I thought, oh, do you know what, I'll use this account. I've got plenty of space on this one. I've still got a challenge with bag as well, so that makes sense. But I completely forgot that without beating the campaign you can't access master difficulty until 60, where you can, for some mad reason, select torment. But never mind, it just means we'll be a little slower. So, my fault, totally my fault. But yeah, I mean, the upside is we'll be decent for gear, won't we? We're not going to be running out of anything, so you know, we'll be fairly well geared when we do get to 60 to press on to 70. Right, let's have a look. See, upgrades. What have we got? Don't want a hat. We probably don't want those because these will probably be better. Again, like the more legendaries we can kind of just fill out. I'm not saying we want to keep them come what may, but it's useful for, let's get those in there. Armor. Useful for when we do get the Lod Gem. If we can have like everything in legendaries and just try and improve them as we go. Right. Let's just stick all these in here. Oh, we can do a bit of this, do a bit of gem upgrading again. So if we go to here, rubies 3, perfect. And then we can do a star one. Yeah, the exploits and funny business on console definitely hasn't gone away. It's still pretty bad. Let's keep that one on us, because that's the wrong one, isn't it? Wrong way round, you divvy. Want this one in here. I really should be feeding this guy some stuff. There you go, take that, Templar, you can use that. Right, let's go again. Yeah, the public, it's never happened to me playing console, but then I never played any public games. But my brother-in-law got his console experience fairly ruined because somebody jumped into a game. It's a similar sort of thing, used like Paragon, like 3,000, 2,500. It's silly, really. It should all get fixed. I don't understand. Oh, we get some more blood shards to spend now. Alright, so what have we got? That's, I don't know, 20, 40, 60. It's like 4 or 5 goes. Let's just electrocute Kadala. That'll put her in a good mood, won't it? Our boots. Yeah, take them. 40, 30. Let's do braces. Do a couple of braces. That'll do. Yeah, the hacks on console, when I played Xbox, it was all about being able to infinitely reroll stuff. Oh, the bells. raining legendaries. Thanks, Oranges. Yeah, it was all about being able to, like, the items I think were like coded in a way that you could re-roll them, and if you then pulled the power lead out the back of your Xbox, and then it would kind of, it wouldn't have saved the game. So let's say it was 23 re-rolls before you got a really nice version. If you then did the 23 re-rolls again, each one would follow in the same pattern. So in theory, you could collect up like 30 versions of an item, re-roll them all 10 times, provided you just kept like unplugging your Xbox or quitting the game, and then you'd basically be able to work out which one would drop as primal, like within the quickest time frame. So you just get the leaderboard to be full of people with completely full primal stuff. So they weren't hacking, it was just like an exploit because of the way the game was coded. I think that got fixed or changed. But obviously I moved on to PC once it became apparent that I think to grow the channel I really needed to be taking part in the PTRs, so still cheating and not fixed. Yeah, it's a shame really. I think the game on console, I'm very positive about it in general. It's a good port. It's quite a lot of fun. I had a little bit of a play on the Switch whilst I was away for the last few days, and I think it's maybe a bit of a kind of bad experience to give people. Like if someone truly wanted to fall in love with Diablo on console and get into like pushing the leaderboards and that kind of thing, it'd be really disheartening to see it, because it like affects all areas of the game, particularly on the Switch. Like I ended up going over to hardcore on console just to get away from it, but like Switch, because it's hacked items, you can just, you know, literally go in, change the code, do whatever it is that you want. Even on hardcore, you see people clearing 150 in like 90 seconds just because they've got like 1,000,000,000% physical damage, or, you know, infinite toughness and all this kind of stuff. Like I don't understand the mentality personally. I don't get it. I don't get what's fun about cheating, making your character ridiculously overpowered, and then you can do the top level content in 60 seconds. You know, like, I remember cheat codes being in video games, but again, as soon as you started cheating, just made it pointless. Just made it way less fun. Another Lego. Another legendary. Yeah, there's Kaylee who stops by the YouTube comments sometimes, and she sometimes comes into chat. Is that an unstable scepter? Oh, nice. Oops. I suppose we're probably not going to use it, are we? Because we've got the two-hander. Yeah, I think she streams. She's called Chatbylike, I think is a Twitch username. It's something like that. But she runs a Nintendo Switch community. But yeah, I think going on to Reddit and trying to find somebody to play with there, or maybe in the comment section of like a, you know, content creator, you know, maybe here on Twitch. But yeah, it's such a shame, isn't it? Like to have your experience ruined. It must be quite easy to spot as well. You'll be able to work out who's doing it. But I think the issues with the consoles, they don't want to ban people for it, so it's a very odd situation. I'd like to ask somebody from Blizz and get like an open, honest answer why are these things left in console the way they are? Why aren't they fixed? It just seems a bit crackers. Right, 13 more to go. Get those on. Don't want any hats, and I guess we don't want the unstable scepter. We've already got one in the cube, so let's just spin it off. We've got gold wrap though. That's potentially useful, isn't it? So we can stick that. That can go in a cube later. We'll keep with the nightmare belt just because it's going to help us clear through the content faster. But that's potentially useful. We get any more gems? No. Dangerous map for hardcore. And Diablo Lego movie. That would be cool. The Lego movies are so good. Like my kids quite like them, so I've seen them a fair few times. The Lego movie is just so funny. I just love all the Star Wars references in it, and you know, Batman and superhero stuff. It's pretty good. Like even for like an adult, it's quite funny. But the rest of them are decent. Like the Ninjago one's quite good. The Lego Batman movies are good. But yeah, we've it's been absolutely raining gold beams from the sky. It's been ridiculous. Absolutely crackers. So it'll be Hydra LOD. I think so. That'll be the pushback that we'll use. I think I'd quite like to play the Hydra set. I think that seems to make sense for hardcore because it's just going to be so tanky. But we might just play a LOD. What is it, 80% damage reduction in the set? So I guess, but it depends what the game drops us. It'll be LOD until we get the 6-piece Hydra. I'm dreading doing solo bounties. That's not going to be fun. Yeah, dashboard saving, there's all studs, but yeah, that map is dangerous for hardcore, but we're okay. We've got the galvanizing ward, we've got the blood bracers, we've got level 70 weapon with vitality on it, so we're over-spec'd for this difficulty for sure. But there's not much we can do about that till we get to 60, and then we can have a little go. We'll try torment 1 as soon as we hit 60. See you, Mr. Z. Have a good day at work. Whiz Meteor, yeah, I love it as well. It's one of those visually very satisfying builds to play. Just like the meteors going all across the screen. A possibility we could maybe play that. I mean, we've only got to get up to 75 to get on the board, so we pretty much have free pick of whatever we want. So I don't know, we'll see how the series develops as to whether we want to try and get for like top 100 maybe. Mavids, welcome. Mavids, thanks for the follow. But yeah, we'll not get too ahead of ourselves. We still don't have the cheat death unlocked yet, so. 110 solo for Wiz. Yeah, I can still remember a time when that would have been like an absolutely godly clear. So I don't know. Again, hardcore's slightly different, isn't it? 'Cause you got to mix in your toughness, but the Hydra set, you know, for T16 levels fine. It's quite fast for T16s. Not sure about pushing, but we can maybe set that up for like a GR speed, and then maybe do the mammoth for pushing. I don't know. We've got to get to 60 first without dying, then we can stick unstable anomaly on, and then try torment 1, and hopefully speaking we can get ourselves bashed out to 70. But yeah, slight bummer we can't up the difficulty, but it is what it is. Lord Hydra. Yeah, it can be pretty tanky. I mean, poison sight's just, you know, ridiculously tanky, isn't it? So I don't know. It's going to be hard to get a fair even if I do play it on hardcore, it's going to be hard to get a comparison because I'm you know, probably not going to be getting like tons of Paragon. We'll maybe do a couple episodes a week of this, like 6 hours a week maybe. We'll see how it goes. Everything's open. Nothing's decided at the moment. Exit can be down there. Oof, that would hurt. 27 explosions. Nice. We don't need no exit. Get this boxed off here. Hey Napalms, how you doing, buddy? First hardcore character and still alive. Well, that's your number one goal, is to try and keep your character alive. Certainly until you've got like other stuff set up, like your gem of ease, maybe some spare gear. You know, it's always disappointing to lose a hardcore character, but once you've got a few kind of safety measures in place, it's not as bad. Right, we can get that upgraded. I think still not gonna be enough to jump to the next red gem. Right, bin time. All of that. And looks like shards are going to be full, so let's do. We could do helm in case we get the magistrate. Oh, there we go. I'll take them. We're not using any fire skills, but doesn't matter. Right, cool. GG's. Oh no. Yeah, deaths for lag. That's not good. Negadaji, who's someone who pops in chat from time to time, he lost a hardcore character again, just completely due to disconnect. Must feel pretty crummy. Yeah. It's been I don't think I haven't played much PC hardcore, so I'm sure that unpleasant experience of dying due to lag is going to be around the corner at some point. But on Xbox it wasn't too bad, because I don't think that just didn't seem to happen. Level 50. Let's get those gems. There we go, 10 more to go. Sorry, Lycans. If you type build, you'll just get the last one that I did, which was Poison Scythe. And obviously this isn't the build, but if that's the link you wanted, then great. But if you try commands, it'll tell you what I've done, but there's not many. Again, updating that is probably something I need to do. But is there a way of getting that so that it automatically like loads in my D3 planner or my profile from Blizz, so that I don't have to keep manually updating it? Because that would be quite cool. Yeah, I mean, if there's a way that the game can recognise that you've been disconnected from lag, I guess it probably should save your character. I mean, I suppose that is potentially open to abuse, but it's one of those things where you have to probably look at the upside and the downside and make a decision. So if somebody wrote a program that would disconnect you before you died, well, fine, that would suck because it's cheating, but it would save disconnect deaths for genuine players. So, you know, which is worse? I think probably I'd say it'd be better to take the cheating on the chin. God, that was difficult to say, and make it so that you don't lose your character for disconnects. But yeah, we'll get most of the way to 70, I think. This bit's dragged. I think just because I know we should be playing high difficulty. Never mind, speed pylons, they're gonna help us. This isn't Poison Scythe. No, it isn't, buddy. I have to do those things manually. I haven't learned how to get it to import my Diablo profile, and I've got to play on 3 different accounts as well, so it's just a little bit confusing. So what we're playing at the moment is just Wizard with using Arcane Orb. Shocking. I know. I haven't worked out how to do it. I don't really know what I need to do to bring the D3 profile in when somebody says build. But again, for me, it's going to be a slight problem because if I'm playing on 3 different accounts, again, I've got to change it each time. I've got to remember to change it when I stream, basically. But I probably should put the Captain America one in there. I've been playing that a bit lately. That's been quite good fun. But yeah, we're just doing drive-by wizards. So Tempest Rush Wizard. Just got loads of damage from the level 70 weapon, so we can literally just run past stuff and the arcane orb will blow it up. Which makes it super chill, but we obviously should be cranking up the difficulty, but we are stuck till just 9 more levels, level 60 now. Mow all that stuff down. And if we've got enough rubies, we can maybe do another upgrade and get a marquee gem. So that would help us out again. And you never know, we might find a goblin for some Bournes or Canes action. And obviously if we did that, we could get them on. Yeah, I think we've got enough to make a marquee gem now. I'm gonna leave the haunted belt on rather than that one. Is that gonna be better? Probably not. Yeah, so all that stuff can go in the bin. In the bin. Is that another rhyme heart? Don't want one. And this will be the last time we can do this until we get to, I think, is it 60? So if we do 3 of them, do we need a plan for the next one up? Maybe we do. Have a little look. No, there we go. Bang. Beautiful. 33% XP. Let's get that almost doubled up to 66. There we go. Not too bad. Just I don't know, help us out. We just need to get to 60 ASAP. A pair of Crustarian waist guards. The arm guards would be quite handy. The ones that give XP on gold. But never mind, we get to chill our way up to unstable anomaly and level 60. Then we need to start thinking about what we're going to do at 70. But I presume that'll just be a case of get the Lord Gem and then upgrade. I suppose we go for the Triumvirate, don't we? Because we've got the Unstable Scepter and the Cube. So we'll probably just do Frozen Orb to start with. And see what we get. If we find some Hydra pieces, we can chuck that together. But it'll probably be toughness that's going to be the problem. But Blood Braces, Galvanizing Ward, that'll help out a bunch. But the issue obviously with that is once it drops, it drops. So I don't know. There's no rings, isn't it? Hail of Varley's, Hail of Carini. Probably not going to get much value out of any Key of the Crass or something like that. We'll see what we can do. Come on. So slow. Just trying to think, is there any move speed abilities? We could put teleport in, I think. That might speed us up a little bit, mightn't it? Maybe we should do that. Let's get teleport in. Find a good place to stop. Let's see, if we go... We've got something attacking us, come on. Leave it at. Can we do teleport? We could put wormhole on, couldn't we? So there we go. There we go. That makes it a bit zippier, doesn't it? Awful map though. No, just not getting this right at all. Oh shit. Ooh, I thought that was gonna be curtains then. And stuck in the middle of those fatties. That was risky. I presume that was the shield that saved us there. But that's it, that's how easy you can go. Right, so what did we get there? We got a ring as well. Nice. Is that Leoric Signet? Let's get that ID'd because that's going to be more XP again. Nice, another 20%. We'll stick that one on. Toughness. Not for now, but just for maybe later. So there you go, another 20% XP boost, that helps. Another goblin. What's he got? Anything good, buddy? No. Some mats though. Is this a fresh account? Yes. Well, fairly. This is the one I've been playing the God TH on, but it was new last season. I haven't beaten the campaign on hardcore yet, so we're stuck on expert till level 60, which is a bit of a bummer. But yeah, it's fairly new. I've just run out of stash space, so if I want to make YouTube content and keep like lots of copies of stuff, like multiple convention of elements with, you know, different main stats on, different braces with different main stats, different elements, it's your stash fill, even with max stash tabs, it fills up pretty quick. So I just thought I'll start another account, and then I'll keep one account for like dex characters, one for intelligence characters, and then one for strength. And then I've got like one particular hero that keeps each set. And even then, it's still, my stash is still pretty full. There's just absolutely nowhere near enough. If you want to collect stuff, have lots of different options, it's just, there's just not enough. You know, like even something as simple as IK, you know, you might want different, you might want slam damage, you might want houser damage, you know, maybe you want to keep both, just so that you're not like having to re-roll it every time you want to swap. Ah, here we go, dime. There we go. Gems are handy. But yeah, I enjoyed the loot grind, so it's kind of been nice to collect everything up. But next season will be a bit different. I think we should be set with all 3 accounts with stuff, so I've maybe got a bit more. I might just roll one account next season on core and then a different one on hardcore. Although I guess it'll have to be my main account on hardcore because I don't really fancy playing through the hardcore campaign. Doesn't sound like a fun use of time. But we'll see. Wonder, maybe we should take off blur and put in evocation, and then we just get a slightly quicker character because of the cooldown. So let's do that. The 20% extra cooldown's helpful. We don't really need the damage reduction, I don't think. As long as I don't get myself caught in the middle of a if I don't teleport into any elites, and that should be fine. And then I can't get stuck. God, that would have been hell of annoying to die with all these lovely legendaries. The game's been good enough to drop me on this baller weapon. Nice. 53, 7 more. Right, anything decent? No, we're just gonna keep that belt. I like it. It's fun. Don't need any helms. I guess we'll swap that chest piece over as it's better. Rest of it in the bin. Yeah, get that in the bin. Then I think we're probably not going to be able to do an Imperial. I think we'll just have to wait till 60, 61 till we can do that. Yeah, not long to go. Once we do get the cheat death up, that does take a little bit of pressure off, doesn't it? You're allowed a slight mistake then. Whereas until then, it's a bit still even with all the goodies, it's still a bit worrying. But yeah, I think it'll be under 4 hours to 70. Which isn't too bad. Even with all the delicious RNG drops. Which way? Down. Let's go down. I keep forgetting to catch that second teleport before it goes on cooldown. Again, it's just like, what is it, 11 seconds, the base cooldown on teleport for the wizard. Six more levels to go. Yeah, leveling on consoles a tad easier, isn't it? Because you get to use the massacre bonus system on console, even in rifts. Which I know we've talked a little bit about there being too many hand-me-outs in this game, but again, that would be that'd be quite helpful, I think. Just be able to jump into rifts and get a nice juicy one and get all your extra free XP. The Nemesis system could be brought over as well. That'd be pretty good. Not much use on hardcore, I suppose, but larger health on console. Yeah, I suppose it's an offset, isn't it? I think is it equal when you get the Nephilim Glory stacks? Nemesis doesn't spawn in hardcore. Yeah. Yeah. I suppose that'd be quite annoying, wouldn't it, if you if you were just chilling out trying to do some hardcore and you ended up with a particularly difficult enemy just dropping. But it's a cool little feature, I think, on the console. The fact that when you get to fight, it's a guaranteed legendary, isn't it? Which is nice. Equal with Nephilim Glory. Yeah, I think on console kind of like is a little bit slower to start off with for leveling, but then the kind of like middle bit does you know, if you get like a nice map like this with, you know, and you get like good density on it, you can kind of go all the way around it, and you really like maybe bigger on this, but you can build up quite a lot of momentum, get all that bonus XP. But you know, we're just greedy, aren't we? I just want more, always more. Alright, that's all for the bin. probably want to hang on to these shards, don't we? Come on, close the rift. But yeah, we probably won't even, might just about scrape 60 before we call it a day. I don't know, all this GG luck with this weapon, I can't even really make maximum use out of it. Never mind. What key do I use for force move? I use spacebar. So I've got shift on force stand still. So if I want to, so it's just like I press that with my left little pinky, my left hand, and then I just hold down spacebar whenever I want to move. I can't remember what I used to use. I swapped to this. Oh, was it about a year ago or so? I can't even remember why we swapped. Oh, here we go. Plans. Rubbish. No canes, no bournes. It caused me a massive problem when I tried Wilson, because as soon as you bound something to spacebar in that game, it stopped you from respawning because you had to hold down spacebar to respawn. And the game's obviously, it was quite difficult. It was really frustrating because it meant that I couldn't die. You're supposed to get 3 lives per level, and I'd essentially only get 1. But yeah, I don't know what anybody else does. I don't know if what the optimal keyboard layout is for Diablo, if such a thing exists. But yeah, it's quite nice. I've got ooh, blue goblin. I've got one button on my mouse for teleport, and then obviously left click, right click, and then I find that tends to work okay. Like I've tried using I've got other buttons on my mouse I can use. I've tried it, but I just find that this allows me good access to all of them. Come on. I'm gonna miss some of these guys. Where have they gone? Over here. That's it. Well in Templar. Ah, we missed one. Never mind. Templar for the win there. Charging in, stopping from escaping. FPS included. So what would you recommend for force move then? As I say, it was a real pain in the butt, Wilson. That's another game that's getting a big patch, isn't it? Or had a big patch. Okay, right, probably the best. Oh well, that's good to hear. I think it was I can't remember if it was Lord Fluffy who in one of his videos suggested putting it on spacebar. Yeah, FPS. I used to do a lot of Call of Duty, and I'd say the only Call of Duty I've played recently has been on my phone. I'll say phone. You can hook up a controller to the iPad now, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I used to do Unreal Tournament. That was good. Quake. Oh, I probably should have killed him. Never mind. But yeah, I think it's weird. You get games now where you still can't keybind anything to like anything. It's weird. You should just let people do what they want. It's much better. No. Over the bent. Hey Lexi, how you doing, buddy? You use ASDW as well. Nice. Multiple patches still far from working. Yeah, I caught up with Riker's last video, and he said that they've made a load of bug fixes, but unfortunately it's still not bug free, which is kind of crackers. I don't know. I didn't massively enjoy it. I know there was a lot of people who were really behind it and really wanted it to work as a game, And I think it did have some interesting ideas, but it felt like playing a beta basically. It just wasn't finished. It just hadn't been thoroughly tested enough. And I'm not saying you'd never go back and try it again, but it's a bit of an annoying thing to have it launch in the condition that it did, where like nodes either didn't work or the maths in it was completely wrong. It was I don't know. Yeah, it should have been better prepped. Bought a razor, and that saved your left hand. Nice. What does that do? Is that like? I need to look at some extra gear, but I don't know. Gotta figure out how to work the stream a little bit first. You know, if we're still gonna make mistakes like getting stuck on can't go past expert difficulty until we get to level 60. I don't know. Yeah, I think we've talked about this a few times, haven't we? I think the world's fairly thirsty for ARPGs. You know, this is still probably one of the best ones on the market, and it's been out for 8 years. So there's space, definitely. I don't know. I still get quite a few Path of Exile comments, where people saying you should try that. I don't know. I don't like. I'd say the main thing that puts me off is stuff like needing a loot filter to play the game. I just think, oh, I don't know. I don't know if I can be bothered with that. Gamepad, little keyboard type device, really comfortable. I'll have to look into that. Yeah, I think the GOD Demon Hunter is. You know, I think if you played that for several hours a day, that could really mess your hand up, just like the constant left clicking. Napalm's Razer mouse, really nice but spendy. Yeah, I do. I've just got like the absolute cheapo £10, $10 one off Amazon that's got a few buttons in. So I don't know. Maybe that's one of the reasons why I only use the one button on it. Maybe it just doesn't function too well. But yeah, I don't know. There's loads, isn't there? I'm not massively into tech, that's the wrong way. So yeah, new mouse, new keyboard. I'd quite like to get a proper rigged up microphone. I need to get it like attached on an arm so it's not on the desk. That would be handy. Yeah, I'm with you, Elson Wilson. It really pissed me off that it wasn't finished. To be honest, I want the game to succeed because it looked fun. It had some good ideas, but ultimately it just got really annoying when it didn't work. Like lots of it didn't work, and it just felt like I don't know what it was, whether they just didn't have the resource to test it or what, but it shipped in such a bad state. And I think by all accounts the player base has fallen off a cliff. So I don't know. Maybe Last Epoch, I think a few people have recommended that, said that's probably worth a look. Playing Necro destroyed your Amazon mouse, odd sucks. The Lancer, I think that put me on. I like really wrecked my hands playing Lancer. And that was on the Xbox, like just mashing Corpse Lance on right trigger and trying to mash Devour. Absolutely horrible. I think that put me off a Lance only build for like the rest of my life. Right, RG And then this is going to be 59, and there we go. We'll be able to up the difficulty at 60. Why mash when you can numlock? On console you don't have numlock, so you can hold down the trigger. But I can't remember what was it. We had teleport, you had Lance needed smashing, Devour needed smashing. I think there was another one as well. It was pretty grim to play. Coupe, thanks for the sub, buddy. Thank you. Right, what are we gonna do? I'm gonna get rid of all this stuff. Right, so one more. we might have popped this. We can have a little. Yeah, you're welcome, mate. I need smashing. Yeah, self numlocking. Now there's a concept. Necro pains. Yeah, it was. So else you'd pick up Wilson once they fixed it. Yeah, I think that's it. Like I got quite excited. I heard I follow another guy called Vulcan who does streaming. He does lots of different ARPGs. I think I'd seen he'd made a video. It popped up in my feed, basically saying that they've made a massive patch to it. So I was quite excited, but then, you know, as I say, with Riker saying there's still quite a few bugs in it, it just makes me think I can't even be bothered. If it, like, when it's completely fixed, then yeah, maybe we'll take another look at it, but I don't know. I still haven't quite worked out variety-wise what we're going to do. If at some point we'll stream something other than D3, but it'll only be like once a week or once every couple of weeks, because I think realistically I'd quite like the streaming to follow my YouTube, like have the same sort of content on it. But yeah, I think stuff needs to be fixed, doesn't it? You can't put games to market nowadays with loads of stuff wrong with it and just expect people to be super patient in fixing it. But it'd be interesting to see. I mean, they outsold what they were expecting. That was part of the problem, wasn't it? The servers were crunched. I think didn't have some absolutely mad agreement that they could only patch the game once because of the particular servers they were using, which is just nuts. You know, launching a brand new game and only being able to patch it once every 7 days just seems like a really poor idea. You're just asking for trouble. Like, people are so good at finding out weird little exploits that you wouldn't even think to test. But I think I just kind of lost patience with it when I think there was one where it was supposed to have been fixed. And then I went and played it and it was just like something different happens. It's like, that's it, I'm done. Absolutely not. I think I loaded into an area and just couldn't see anything. The screen was completely grey. Or I could see like the enemies and my character disappeared. It was something weird. So that's it, you've had your chance. There we go, unstable anomaly, level 60. And then I'm hoping we could maybe get up to T1. So I have a little blast at T1. That's a shame. We definitely could have hit 70 if it wasn't for the campaign whoopsie. Yeah, he's good, Vulcan. He's got a really good voice as well. But yeah, I've been subbed to him for ages. I think back when he had like only a couple of thousand subs. But he does, I think he does other games. It's not just ARPG, but it's mostly ARPG. Cool, Odd Socks. I'll see you soon. We've not got too much longer left anyway. I'm gonna have to keep these to like 3 hours, otherwise I think it's gonna take way too long to upload to YouTube. I don't know. We'll see. I'll upload the first few. If nobody's bothering watching them, then maybe we'll just play the hardcore SSF account every so often, see where we can get to. Right, this is where I rip the character trying to do Torment 1 at the end. Right, it's gobble gobble. Yeah, and then 61's when we start getting ROS gear, isn't it? Okay, cool. We'll take that. Take those keks. Bracer. And yeah, awesome. Remember to equip the cheat death passive. Yeah, certainly. I'm gonna have to get rid of one. Can't take off galvanizing ward. So I guess, what do we want? We're gonna go for this one. Galvanizing ward. And then astral presence again, I guess, is probably decent. Yeah. Arcane dynamo. We'll leave it on that. Okay, right. So we should now be able to go up to Torment 1. Now that we reach the dizzy heights of level 60. So let's try it and see how it is. Should be enough toughness. We want to change the rune back on this, don't we? We want Frozen Orb. Stick with that. Damskin Prison makes sense. Reduce cooldown on the freeze. I think we're happy with that. I think we're happy with all of that. But I'll tell you what we do want. We want magic weapon deflection now. For the shield. Master would be safer. Let's give it a go. It will be. It will be. I just kind of want to see if we can do Torment 1. We're fairly geared, so I guess it's going to be the Guardian, isn't it? That's the problem. But what's the shield at? We've got a shield that's doubling the health. I don't know. Might just have to be a little careful on the Rift Guardian. But that's doing a fair bit of damage, isn't it? So it shouldn't be too many whacks with the Arcane Orb, and they'll be gone. Nice. I've got a gold wrap. Could maybe go stick that on. But again, that's probably just a bit too RNG, isn't it, without the boon of the Hoarder? Yeah, we've got some shards. I probably would like to save them for 70. That makes the most sense, but even at 60 you can get some decent stuff, can't you? So I suppose that guy took a few hits, didn't he? I don't know. We'll see. We'll chance it. Die at the end of the first episode. That'd be funny. Still, I get to go away and sleep and think about what I did wrong. Yeah, we could go get the gold wrap. I think, provided this floor's got an exit to another one, we'll be fine, because we can just kind of try and manipulate the bar so that it ends at the right point. Oh, DBs, yummy. Give us the DBs. Could swap to safe passage as well. Maybe that's a shout. It's another 25% damage reduction. Exit down the stairs. Yeah, there we go. Silver Surfer's got his turbo hood on. Ooh. Yeah. I just played this map so many times. That's it, isn't it? Alright, so we have to do a shopping list for 70. Let's see. Maybe we can get back to the other exit. We'll leave that chest for now. So we can get... yeah, up here. Wait, you waited till level 63 for your first multiplier. Not better. Yeah, we've had super good RNG. Progress offset by my mistake, obviously. I'm not realising that we couldn't actually do the do expert difficulty or above. Right, here we go. So if we fight whatever it is up here, then we can just run back down. Easy, nothing to worry about. Oh, shields drop though. Yeah, that was fine, but I don't know. Maybe we wouldn't want to do. Maybe we wouldn't want to do that on 65. Oreo Snow, you know what augmenting is, but you don't know what it is. So I'll just say bye to the YouTube. So we'll cut the recording off for YouTube, and we'll keep streaming a little bit after that. So if you watch on YouTube, thanks for tuning in. We'll be doing the next one on Friday, so I'll put pinned comments in the video. So yeah, come by and say hello. Take it easy. Peace.